Welcome to Reactive Film screening of Wasteland, directed by Lucy Walker. We're here in New York. Reactive Film series is about promoting issue-based documentaries. We want to expose you to an issue. We want you to be engaged in a conversation about that issue. And we want to ultimately inspire you to make a difference in your life. Thank you for watching.
You see, it's all recycling industry around. People are all dealing with garbage. Oh my God. Like every single lot, it's filled with garbage. And you see, like, people are carrying garbage. It's like a garbage land.
There's so many messages in this movie. There's the power of art over a small group of individuals. There's recyclable, saving the planet and being conscious of what we're doing to our planet. Moby, what messages do you see coming out of this film?
You know, I saw it a screening up at the MoMA, and it was a bunch of like staid, cynical New Yorkers and Europeans, everyone like with their emotions sort of, they've taken their emotions behind the shed and put them out of their misery a long time ago. And suddenly, like, the businessman sitting next to me is sobbing. And it was really powerful. But then in the car ride to dinner later, I was talking to this other guy and I was like, wow, we just saw a movie that effortlessly dealt with issues of socioeconomic disparity, the contemporary art world, the human condition, environmental issues. I was like, wow, it's like we've just effortlessly been schooled in 20 different issues and cried during the process.
It's good to fly over so we can see what we're up against.
Oh my God, look at that.
And it's like this all over. Look at this. This is by far the worst I've seen. It looks like they were completely left.
I think it's the first time I saw something that you're doing that it looks better when you're close to it than when you're farther away.
Well, from above, you don't have any of the human factor.
Which so far is really the best part that we encounter there, right?
Yeah.
The human factor there, it's beautiful, really.
Does the number of workers stay the same, the difference with it's bigger?
They're trying to squeeze them off right now because it's closing down, but what they're trying to do is sort of kind of squeeze people off gradually by diverting trucks, by having less staff, and by also working with the association so that they allow less people there. There's some regulation in this landfill because Tiao and Lucio, the manager of the landfill, and Tiao, our hero, the head of the association, are such cool people. They've been collaborating so that there's no kids. People aren't allowed to sleep up in the actual garbage, but they're trying to squeeze people off, so there's a sort of natural sort of squeeze that the people are going to try and find new work, and it's not this sort of catastrophe. And that's what one of the big priorities has been, skills retraining, because these people's job options are basically prostitution, drug trafficking, robbing, begging, and garbage picking.
Mará.
É, bom quem é Mará?
Mará era intelectual, século XVIII.
Ah, já parece comigo. O cara que eu gosto, ninguém gosta. Eu gosto muito do Maquiavel.
Maquiavel é maneiro.
Muito. Eu tava andando no lixo, aí vi aquele livro grosso assim, todo enxorumado, aí tava escrito Príncipe de Maquiavel. Maquiavel, ele escreve sobre todos os príncipes da época. Naquela época que Florença, aquela loucura toda que me lembra muito Rio de Janeiro hoje, né? Vários lugares, cada um com as suas regras, não tinha aquelas coisas dos condottieri, né? Então comecei a ler e gostei.
I think it's interesting, you know, for us to hear what the greatest challenges were while you were making it and maybe now as well.
Yeah, may I just address that one for 1 second? I think it's funny because the movies that Lucy makes, part of her criteria is figuring out how difficult they'll be to make. Because the one before this involved taking blind kids up Mount Everest.
Yep. Yeah, I do like a challenge, it's true. But what was really interesting on this movie was, I was like Vic at the beginning, you know, I was thinking, oh my God, they're all going to be like murderers, and we had to get kidnap insurance, and I had so many vaccinations, you know, that I couldn't move my arms. I basically got every vaccination known to medical science, and Vic wanted to go there, you know, who was I to not? And then I went on the same journey that you see Vic go on, you know, sort of, wow. These aren't the sort of garbage monster, zombie, drug addict, scary people that I was afraid of. These are actually the coolest people I've ever met. You know, I went to Oxford for undergrad and I know lots of very, very clever people, but I don't know how many people read Machiavelli when they were making their clever comments about it, let alone made like outrageously extensive, unique, brilliantly incisive comparisons between 16th century Florence and 21st century Rio. I mean, those are really good comparisons.
And I don't think you know too many people who get their books from a landfill.
Exactly. Isn't that great? And then he says, and imagine people throwing away books, and you think, have you ever thrown away a book? And one that's still on sale, you know?